Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking come and join me for this presentation. My name is Nicholas Juan. I'm a student at the Universitas Sanata Dharma. I hope that my presentation won't take long then you will find it interesting. The purpose of today's presentation is discuss good things that we can learn during the COVID-19 pandemic. This presentation will explain the good things about distance learning during the COVID-19 pandemic for students. In addition, this presentation will explain one small thing about the goodness of distance learning. In this presentation, I have four parts that will be discussed together. Part 1, reason for distance learning. Part 2, good things students can take away during the COVID-19 pandemic. Part 3, little thing about the goodness of distance learning. Part 5, 4, conclusion. Each section, this presentation will be explained in approximately 1 until 2 minutes, so this presentation can run 6 minutes. If you have any question about this topic, you can leave them in the comment below. Thank you, and now let's start with first part. Part 1, the reason of distance learning. This picture is graphic COVID-19 in Indonesia. The COVID-19 pandemic attacked the world, including Indonesia. It can be seen in the graphic image obtained from the BNPB Indonesian Twitter account and Google. If you pay close attention, increase occurs every day from March until now, December. Indonesia has continued to experience in increased infect cases. In the picture, you can see the curve always goes up. The sharp increase the that always happen makes the government curve always goes up. The sharp increase that always happen makes the government have to do something. One way to reduce the number of infect cases is to conduct distance learning for students. The reason is to reduce infect cases and keep education going to safely and effectively. Part 2. Good things students can take away during the COVID-19 pandemic. In the world education, the impact of this pandemic is to eliminate various school and university activities throughout Indonesia. Learning shift from face-to-face learning to distance learning. This, of course, can makes condition less comfortable due to change in the learning system. However, as student, we need to take this positive side of every event that occurs. The following are some of the good things we can do during the COVID-19 pandemic. Point 1. Point gathering with family. With the distance learning system, each student must study at home. Most of the students who wandered back to their respective home or some other students still chose to stay at the boarding house. Actually, choosing to stay in the boarding house is a good choice and by government recommendation to prevent the spread of the virus. However, hang out with family is a longing for most ever overseas students who often homesick. The COVID-19 pandemic allows some students gather with their families, which may be time spent on the academic and non-academic activities on campus. Point B. Apart from getting time to hang out with family, students also benefit from a lot of free time. Distance learning allow to subject to use certain platform that have been provided by the government or certain institution. Certainly, not all of them use the platform together, and it is done continuously at every change of time in the subject. Therefore, some teacher will definitely explain at another time to avoid wasting their student quota. It was at that time that students had free time. If smart students are looking for opportunities, free time is the perfect time to learn something else. Free time can be used to hone knowledge or personal skill, such as playing games, reading books, writing, or playing sports. Okay, next is part 3. One little thing about this goodness of distance learning. The little, the little thing that can help family, friends, other people, and even the government is adhering to health protocols. One small thing really influence one another. Moreover, we must always to adhere to the health protocol recommended by the Indonesian government. Maybe this is the last time. Don't forget to be grateful to God, and whatever happened during this pandemic, be it bad or good, will definitely pass. And finally, for conclusion, it we conclude the even though the COVID-19 pandemic is detrimental to life, there are still things that can be taken on the positive side. In general, both student and teacher feel a lot of negative impact. But what is certain is that I'll also feel that they have time for family, have free time to learn other things, and take exam home, and can manage a health lifestyle. Also, distance learning for students can provide benefit to avoid COVID-19 so that family or friends are also safe. Okay, thank you guys and join me. I have finished the presentation. Before I want to thank you for coming over tonight. If you like to this video and subscribe, and if you have questions, you can leave them in comment below. Thank you and goodbye. Source material from http oats.medcom.id and online learning binus.ac.id. Thank you. Bye bye.